So we're going to do the last goal, stage 2 now, goal number 4. Winning a race isn't enough. It must be done with masterful driving. Make sure you stay on track, keep your car from harm and naturally win. So it says like you can't go off track and you can't smash it up. Well, so back around Spa again for another 2 laps. Obviously I'm not going to use the auto engineer because it's the last one off the date and I can service it after this anyway. With this event without going off track, which I've done a little tiny bit of, I suppose, endurance, or damaging your car, so that's going to be, it depends how much they class as damaging, because normally at the first corner at La Source here, that usually is a bit of a bang and crashing scenario anyway. It's also good that it means people can't just go chopping across all the corners. Well, that was a bit lucky. Normally when it says damaging the car, that normally means you can't smash in the back of other cars and you're likely to get spun out, so you're going to have to be a bit careful on some of them. Try and see what side that a lot are going to go and jump on the other side. We've got 2 laps, so there's no need to go too risky with it. And I did take all of my assists off for the last endurance one, and they're still off now. I feel a bit more comfortable with them being off. And a lot of these I will be, it's a bit risky. I will be on the very extremes of the curbing without going off. I'm not exactly going at a lot of pace, these cars, so no real point taking any risks with these, because it's not going to be much of an issue to win this one, I don't think. But this may well help that because I started so much later than most people, because this, you know, could have started at a worse time for me personally, at midnight, so it means I can't get onto the second stage until 24 hours after I start the first one. Whereas if you're in America or Canada or whatever, then you may well have started at sort of 7 o'clock at night, somewhere around there, early evening anyway, and then do the first stage, and then when midnight hits you can then do the second stage, so you're only looking at a gap of sort of 5 hours, whereas I had a gap of 24 hours. So although I've had to wait a lot longer to get onto the second stage and all the subsequent stages after that, it does mean that my upgrades have had time to, you know, kick in. So yeah, I've got a, but my car will probably be more upgraded than other people's at the same point in the event. I think that's quite often why some of these targets seem easier or harder for different people, because they all, you know, they are starting these goals at different times from each other with different various upgrades on the car, and they might have had a bit more chance to get used to it and what have you as well. Well, this has been a total walk in the park again today. Go stage 2. Sorry, endurance wasn't. I had to do a bit of a dodge across the corner and then roll it all the way down the hill to get there. But that's not the first time I've had to do that on endurance, so. So as you saw at the very beginning of this goal here, there was a bit of bashing and stuff to start with, but it's not enough that you're going to fail on. Normally a fail is if you do a direct hit behind them or, you know, in front of them, whatever. So I noticed they're not paying a lot of gold out here for completion of this. It's an absolute fortune to upgrade the thing. I'm obviously going to service that. I could have actually got away with not using the auto engineer a couple of times for that, but it didn't say there was a great deal of return on, so I'm sure it said only about 50 gold return on here, but it's probably going to cost whatever, 400 or 500 gold to upgrade it to a reasonable level, I would think. Right, so stage 2 done, nice and easy today. Reward $10,000, no use to me or anybody else, I wouldn't have thought. And 5 gold, so the rewards paltry. I'm not going to go through that. Best of luck with yours, see you tomorrow, cheers.